Hey there, and welcome. Today, we're going to do something really cool. We're going to build a custom trading indicator from the ground up, and you don't need to know a single line of code to get started. Ready? Let's jump right in.
You ever find yourself staring at a chart, thinking, man, I really wish I had a tool that did exactly this one thing? Well, guess what? Today, you're going to stop wishing and you're going to start building.
And I'm not kidding. In just the next few minutes, you will write and launch your very own working indicator. I promise, it's way easier than you think. Let's do this.
So what's the magic behind all this? It's a tool called Pineify. Let's take a quick look at what it is and why it's pretty much perfect for traders.
The most important part of that sentence is purpose-built for traders. See, unlike a general-purpose language like Python, Pineify was designed from day one to do one thing really well: analyze market data. That means all the hard setup work is already done for you. You don't have to install anything, it's all just there, waiting for you inside your TradingView chart.
So what can you actually do with it? Well, you can build three main things. You can create totally custom indicators to visualize any idea you can dream up. You can build complete trading strategies that you can actually backtest. And you can set up automated alerts that ping you when your specific rules are met. It's the whole package.
All right, enough talk. It's time to build something. We are now going to create your first indicator, step by step. So go ahead, open up a chart on TradingView, and follow right along with me.
Okay, first things first, look down at the bottom of your TradingView chart. You'll see a tab that says Pine Editor. Click that. You're going to see some default code already in there. Just select all of it and hit delete. We want a totally clean slate to start with. Every single Pine script starts with these basic lines. First, @version equals 5. This just tells TradingView we're using the latest and greatest version of the language. Next, indicator. This is us telling the chart, hey, what we're making here is a visual indicator. And finally, we pop overlay equals true inside those parentheses to tell it to draw right on top of the price chart, not in a separate window below. That's it. That's our foundation.
Now let's actually do something useful. We're going to calculate a simple moving average. It's kind of like the hello world of trading indicators. It's a simple three-step process. First, we'll create a setting so the user can adjust the length. Then, we'll use a handy built-in function called ta.sma to do all the heavy lifting. And finally, we'll plot that result on our chart.
Okay, go ahead and find the Add to Chart button in the editor and click it. And bam, just like that, you should see a nice, smooth line appear on your chart. Seriously, take a second and let that sink in. You just gave the computer instructions and it listened. You're officially a coder.
Okay, a single line is pretty cool, but a real trading signal, now that's even better. So next, we're going to add a second faster moving average. But here's the magic part. We're going to tell the script to watch these two lines and detect the exact moment they cross each other, and then automatically mark those spots with a big arrow.
So how do we actually do that? Well, Pineify makes it super easy with some special functions. As you can see, ta.crossover tells us the exact bar where one line moves above another, and ta.crossunder does the opposite for when it dips below. As soon as one of those happens, we just use plot shape to slap an arrow right onto the chart. It's that straightforward.
Okay, we've got a working indicator that generates signals. Awesome. But now let's add a layer of polish. This is the little step that really separates a quick and dirty script from a professional-grade tool.
Here's the key idea. Try to never bury important numbers deep inside your code. Any number that controls how your indicator works, like the length of a moving average, should be turned into an input. Why? Because this automatically creates a settings menu for your script, so you, or anyone you share it with, can easily fine-tune it without ever having to look at the code again.
Now that you have this power to build your own tools, I also want to give you the wisdom to avoid the common traps. So let's quickly cover a few mistakes that pretty much every single new Pineify coder makes.
Definitely try to watch out for these four. First is repainting. This is a sneaky one where signals on past bars can actually change, which gives you a totally false sense of how good the indicator is. Second, misusing the security function can cause future leaks, which makes your backtests look amazing but completely unrealistic. Third is overfitting, which is when you tweak your settings to perfectly match past price action, but it fails the second you try it on live data. And lastly, a simple one, forgetting to set overlay equals false for things like RSI, which just squishes it onto the price chart where it's unreadable.
So you've got a really solid foundation now, but what if you want to go from building simple tools to really complex systems, and you want to do it fast? Well, some modern tools can really give you a leg up.
You know, tools like Pineify are really changing the game here. They use AI that's been trained specifically on PineScript. This means you can just describe an indicator in plain English, and it'll spit out working code. Some even have visual editors where you can build logic with drag and drop. For learning, though, the real superpower is generating code with these tools and then studying how it works. It's an amazing way to learn faster.
Okay, let's take a breath. You've built your first indicator. You know the common mistakes to avoid, and you know about tools that can help you build even faster. So, the big question is, what's your next quest?
Here's a pretty clear path forward. First, try rebuilding a classic indicator, like the RSI, completely from scratch. Then, go back to the crossover script we just built and add alerts to it. After that, you can level up by pulling data from, say, a daily chart onto your 15-minute chart. And the final boss, really, is to convert your visual indicator into a full strategy script so you can see how it would have actually performed over time.
And honestly, this right here might be the most important takeaway from this whole explainer. The absolute best way to learn is just by doing. Build something, see what it does on the chart, break it, fix it, and try something new. That instant feedback you get when you hit Add to Chart and see your idea spring to life, that's the most powerful teacher you'll ever have.
So we end right back where we started, but with a totally new perspective. You're no longer just a person who uses trading tools, you're a builder. You have the skills. The only question left is, what idea are you going to bring to life on the charts next?